Significant changes are coming to Florida's electoral landscape with the new redistricting map, and today I want to show you what is exactly happening with it. Now, if you don't know me yet, my name is Dan Williams, and I'm running for the U.S. House of Representatives for Florida's District 11. Now, if you're not sure where that is, or if you're in the district, well, after this video, you'll have the tools to be able to figure that out. I wanted to wait to make this video until we knew for certain if the new maps were here to stay, and unfortunately, they are. On Tuesday, May 26th, a Florida judge refused to temporarily block the state's new congressional map. Now, this means that the mid-decade update, signed into law on May 4th, will officially be the maps that we use for the upcoming elections, barring any last-minute appeals, of course. To help make sense of all of this, I built two different map tools to track exactly how these boundaries will change using the official data from the state. Now, my background is in engineering, and I'm currently a college professor teaching computer programming. So diving right into the data and coming up with easier ways to understand it is right in my wheelhouse. The first tool that I built is just for this video, and I also created an easier version of these maps, and it will be available to you guys using the brand new website that I made called jointhebluewave.org. But we'll be talking more about that in just a bit. This mid-decade update follows a highly coordinated national trend, following a request from the Trump administration to secure partisan advantages in Texas, and several states have moved to redraw their maps ahead of the 2026 midterms. This shift has been further enabled by recent Supreme Court rulings that made it more difficult to challenge maps on the grounds of racial gerrymandering, when partisanship is cited as the main primary motivator. The primary impact of the new map is a focused effort to target four specific incumbent Democratic seats located in Tampa, Orlando, West Palm Beach, and Fort Lauderdale. And the most aggressive changes were aimed directly at Central and South Florida to flip those specific seats. Looking at the state as a whole, the impact is very uneven. In North Florida, the boundaries for districts 1 through 5 remain largely consistent with the 2022 map configurations. The core footprint in the Panhandle and Jacksonville areas have also seen minimal alteration. However, as we move south, the changes are substantial. Let's focus first on the reconfiguration of District 11 because that's my district. The new map significantly alters the geography of District 11. The district has completely exited from the Polk County, which now has been consolidated into District 18. This shift fundamentally changes the constituency of the district. And in place of Polk County, Florida 11 has expanded eastwards into Orange County, absorbing higher growth areas like Horizon West and extending into the Orange Avenue corridor. Now, if we look at this map, the red areas are the parts of the district that we are losing, and the green areas are the part of the district that we are getting new. So that is how you can kind of see it on this map. Now, extending into the Orange Avenue corridor, this brings a more suburban, diverse demographic into the district. While the area historically maintains a Republican lead, the addition of these Orange County voters introduced a more significant Democratic presence compared to the previous configuration. Now, let's dive into the maps on the jointhebluewave.org site. And when you look at the district data on our tool, you'll notice that it gives you a ton of information, but let's break down about what it means. First is the compactness score. Now, this measures how neatly shaped a district is, ensuring the boundaries make geographic sense. You'll usually see the score in between 0 and 1. And here's the golden rule. A higher score is better than a lower score. So mathematically, a perfect circle would score a 1. And if a district gets too low of a score, it's not a winning prize. It's more of a major red flag for gerrymandering. And it means the district is starting to scramble outwards with strange tentacles just to capture or exclude specific voters. Now let's look at the facts. In the old 2022 maps, District 11 had a compactness score of 0.36. Not very good. Under the new maps, the score has dropped even further to a low 0.33. And this is what earns our district an irregular boundaries rating on the map, which is certainly not a positive label. You'll also see the numbers for Black VAP and Hispanic VAP, and we're going to call those VAP from now on. Now, VAP stands for Voting Age Population, and these numbers tell us the percentage of residents 18 and older who identify as Black or Hispanic. And tracking these statistics is crucial to understanding the voting power of minority communities. And the changes here are quite striking. Under the 2022 map, Florida 11 had a Hispanic VAP of 16.2 and a Black VAP of 11.8. And now, with the loss of Polk and the addition of Orange County, our district's Hispanic VAP raises significantly to 19.82, while the Black VAP drops to 10.76. Now, these shifts change the voice of our district. District 11 is part of a broader domino effect across the whole region. Let's take a look at District 9, currently represented by Darren Soto in the Orlando area. It was one of the primary targets of the redraw and has been pushed much further south, shifting its focus deeper into Osceola County. Meanwhile, District 18 now serves as a central hub for Polk County's population. Down south further, District 22 has undergone one of the most drastic changes, now spanning multiple counties to link coastal communities from the Gulf all the way to the Atlantic. While these new boundaries are frustrating, I want to emphasize a very important point. Everything is going to be okay. Boundaries may change, but our values do not. No matter where the state draws these lines, and no matter which district you find yourself in, there will always be a dedicated Democrat on your ballot ready to fight for you, your family, and your community. And we're in the process of updating the Join the Blue Wave site to add in local, state, and the rest of the federal candidates. And all candidates listed on there are fighting for you and are willing to work together in order to make a positive change in our state. The key thing we need to do right now is to stay ahead of the curve. Go to jointhebluewave.org and use the interactive redistricting map tool. Type in your address and see if your district boundaries have changed and find out exactly what that means for your representation. Thank you so much for watching this, and make sure to share this with your friends, family, and neighbors. It's extremely important to know how these map changes will affect you. And if you would like to know more about me or my campaign, you can check me out at danwilliamsforcongress.com or just click on my profile on the jointhebluewave.org site. And whoever you decide to vote for, let's make sure we have a huge turnout for the primaries coming up on August 18th and the midterm elections in November. They can redraw these maps, but they cannot erase your vote, and every single vote matters.